Hello, hello, everyone. Robert, are you here?
I am, yeah, I'm here.
Okay,
Um,
can you see us?
yeah, on my end, it said your stream, it said something about the stream, and the screen was entirely black.
That's Skynet.
I mean, the sky's entirely black now, so we good.
Yeah.
Look, folks,
Eat you.
I kid, and yet, this is what I do. Hey, so we've got an episode of our Geek Culture Upfronts. We've got a lot to talk about for May. I'm not even gonna look. I went down a rabbit hole on YouTube looking at one thing because it surprised me, and I saw like nine other things. I said, May, you gotta slow the hell down, relax. But I love it. We've got a lot to talk about. We're going to be talking about games. We're going to be talking about movies. We're going to be talking about series. We're going to talk about one shots. Pun intended, Robert. Pun complete intended because we way more one shot in that thing. Jeez, what the hell? And so much more. And what we're going to be doing in the summer because this is the season finale of our Geek Culture Upfronts, really. So let's have some fun. Jabba, are you ready?
Eat, sleep, game. Yeah, I'm ready.
Outstanding. Robert, are you ready?
Now that I can see y'all, yes, I'm ready to go.
I can see clearly now the geekdom has come. Well, I'm gonna do this all night, and I'm unapologetic. I've got some iced almond milk. I've got my favorite hoodie. Yeah, I think I'm ready, folks. Let's go. Wow. I mean, I'm honored. I just show folks. This is like relax, relax. Yes, I used the button, Java. I did. I'm paying for it. I'm using the damn button. Folks, welcome to another episode of Geek Culture Upfront. Episodes from TVA News presented by the Hungry Bleak channel. This is where we give you some of what we're excited for the month to come. And the month to come is May. But before we get into that, let's get some introductions out of the way. I am Antonio Pomares, aka the Hungry Bleak, the hungriest man in the room.
This is your girl, Jabba Chan, whose birthday month is next month.
And I'm Robert Jeffrey, Rob the Writer.
And we are the
Black.
Three Musketeers. Well,
black.
yes.
I'm about to say black.
Yes, absolutely. Black as yes. I can't even get to my almond milk because I just want to keep saying black is black. Black, yes. So my goodness, this is a big episode for us, I feel. There's a lot going on, and what we're going to be telling you, what we're going to be doing in May and for the summer. I'm very excited. But first, we got to get to what's coming up in May because there's a lot going on. But Jabba, I mean, racing. This is all about family, but this is about racing. Yes, I know.
The entire episode. Let's just be clear for the audience to know I'm going to be hating Antonio for the entire episode. But yes, we have Forza Horizons 6, which is dropping May 19th on Xbox Game Pass, Steam, and it's on a wish list for PS5. I am super excited because now I'm going to actually treat myself on my new PC. Well, upgraded PC. I'm actually going to get it on the 19th. I'm debating on if I want to do just the premium or the deluxe. Because with the premium, you pre-order it, you can play up to 4 days early. And I'm like, I feel like I could wait. But I do want the car pass, so I'm probably going to do at least the deluxe version of it and pre-order that. But we are, like I said, we talked about this before in previous episodes. We are set in Japan, and I'm pretty sure it's probably gonna be like within Tokyo, which is what I'm assuming. Which I am super excited about because like the car scene over there is wild.
Mm-hmm.
And if you watch Tokyo Drift, that's what I'm referring it to. That mess was wild. I want to be DK, okay, not Donkey Kong. For you people that want to be racist, I want to be Drift King, okay. I want to be DQ and not Dairy Queen. I want to be Drift Queen, okay?
I wouldn't mind some Dairy Queen. Just saying.
Well, I mean, it's springtime, so we'll get that. So, yeah, we're going to have a bunch of new cars, old cars, and pretty sure if anybody has even played, was it Initial D, like on the arcade back in the day, I know they have those roads there listed because they were based in Japan. I can't wait to see those. And I'll see what the off-roading is, because that's what I loved about Forza Horizon. Everything was like off-roading and on a course. So it's coming out May 19th. So make sure you get your pre-orders now. Okay, and also for anybody who is who has the Xbox, they are showcasing a limited edition controller and headset. It's very pop of color.
Mm.
It kind of matches like the website. The colors match their website, which is pretty cool.
All right, that makes sense. All right, but they don't have a kind of time frame for the PS5, right? Because that's more
No,
wish.
it just said wish list. So I'm pretty sure this is my thought. It's either going to come within like the next, maybe like next 2 months after,
Mhm.
or if not 6 months down the line is what I'm going to assume. Because if you're already going to get it on Steam, especially on Steam, like day one, and like 4 days ahead, you get the early access. Because usually Steam games come like a year after the game comes out. I'm assuming I'm gonna count at least like 6 months, or at least like 3 months after the game comes out for the PS5.
Okay, cool. That I would hope they would do it before Christmas or like the holiday season.
No.
I think, well, yeah, but you do 6 months from May. That's about like November ish. Yeah,
I have no presence of time anymore. I'm gonna be totally honest with you.
yeah.
I
No,
have no
six
presence.
months from 6 months from next month is November ish. So that would be the perfect time anyway.
Yeah, so they'll probably have it out before like Black Friday. They might even have like a PS5, like like exclusive set
Probably.
and like bundle for it too. Okay, cool. I don't think I've played any of the Forza games. I've always been more of like a what's the name of the other big franchise?
I was saying
Gran
Burnout.
Turismo.
Yes, but no, I haven't played that in years. I used to play that. The Need for Speed.
Okay.
I was more of that player, and the other one, what was it? I almost want to say Crash Out, but I know it's not Crash Out. Yes, Burnout. Thank you. But you could crash out from playing that game because there were times when I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah.
What have you? All right, cool. Yeah, this will be awesome. This is something that will be fun to play.
Nice.
I kind of like playing video games during the summertime. I do have a list of stuff that I want to play on, but this one has been a long time coming too, right?
Yeah, because I want to say the last one was like maybe like during COVID.
Oh wow.
I believe so, because I knew I had the last one. Yeah, and I think that was like right during COVID, if I'm correct.
Right.
What was Forza 5? I'm trying to see. Forza 5.
That sounds about right. And I know this one was announced like maybe a year or two ago, I want to say.
Yeah, I love the cherry blossoms. Those are beautiful.
So 5 came out in November 9th, 2021. So it was like right after like COVID. So I'm pretty sure it was like that bundle with the Series X. I remember those came out in 2020.
Okay, cool. Yeah, this will be cool. I love the environment too. I mean, it's going to be great. I would love if they went through and this is probably kind of me being like a bit of a dark humor, but when you see this Shinjuku, just because whenever I think of Shinjuku, obviously you know what I'm thinking of. Sukuna. If you know, you know. But I keep that area keeps playing in my head, so I can think of all like the ways that they can play that into the racing and the track, with not the actual battle.
Not Shinjuku, you mean Shibuya.
Shibuya, yes, Shibuya. I'm sorry, yes, thank you, yes, Shibuya, yes.
Yeah, because that's like their infamous four-way crosswalk that everybody wants to go through. Yeah. That I know they're probably going to block up, because imagine if they try to put people in there, that's just going to be mayhem and red rum. If you know what I mean, just reverse the name.
So it would look like the battle in season 2.
Although they did do it for Tokyo Drift, but then RIP to Han, allegedly, when his car got caught on fire.
Spoilers, I guess.
Look, my man couldn't die because there were too many snacks out there. My man always got a bag of snacks. Like, word. All right, cool. So yes, I'm excited for this game. Excited for all you racers to be out there playing this one. You're gonna have a lot of fun for Forza 6, arriving on 5/19, but wishlisted for PS5 eventually. hopefully by Black Friday, so people can get that one out there. You know what else is out there? Space. Robert, what's in space?
The Final
Um,
Frontier.
yeah,
Sorry.
well, I
That's
mean,
oh
there you
man, you made a
go.
lot of people mad on that one. You just crossed the streams worse than Ghostbusters. You on your own. Say,
Sorry.
oh damn.
In a galaxy far, far away with space wizards and Baby Yodas. Star Wars, The Mandalorian, and Grogu comes out next month on the 22nd. So this is, I think, the first time, I don't have the years in front of me, but that we've had a Star Wars movie in theaters. I think the last one might have been
Force Awakens, right?
The Force Awakens. Yeah, and everybody hated it. So they were like, we're not going to make any more movies, but that's what we got. So in this one, from the summary, the evil empire has fallen, and imperial warlords remain scattered throughout the galaxy as the fledgling New Republic works to protect everything the rebellion fought for. They have enlisted the help of legendary Mandalorian bounty hunter Din Djarin and his young apprentice Grogu, but his street name is Baby Yoda. So the cool thing about this is, first of all, we got Sigourney Weaver. Shout out to Ripley, playing a Rebel Alliance I guess she's, I don't know what the new government is called, but she's in the movie. But the cool thing about this is that it picks up after season 3, which was the last season of The Mandalorian. And spoiler 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shout out to Jen Jackson. You see The Mandalorian and Grogu chilling on a ranch. That's basically it. Yeah, I mean, like, they have done the job that was needed to be done in that last season. I won't go into like plot details, but I like that this is picking up right after that. And the Mandalorian is doing what he does best. He's a bounty hunter, and he is training Grogu to become a bounty hunter, a little Mandalorian himself, but then also Grogu is Jedi sensitive. So the joke about this is that this is essentially The Mandalorian season 4, except strung over 2 hours at the big screen. I don't care because Star Wars on the big screen is always fun. And I will say, the first couple of trailers that they released were more comedy, kind of cutesy. Because the focus was on Grogu. I am trying my best not to say Baby Yoda, but as we've gotten more trailers, we see the scope of this widening even further, showing the remnants of the Empire. We see characters from Star Wars Rebels, like I said, Sigourney Weaver representing the New Republic, and a lot of really just kind of awesome stuff. So if you're a fan of they call it the Filoni Favreauverse that has been built on TV. This is kind of not the exact culmination of it, because there is a huge crossover movie that's coming out, which will involve all of those elements. But this is kind of set between season 3 of The Mandalorian and the movie that we're supposed to be getting that combines. I think it's Ahsoka, the Boba Fett show, The Mandalorian, and there might be one other one that I'm forgetting. But yeah, I mean, it's just Grogu and the Mandalorian going on a bigger adventure. And if you're a Star Wars fan and you want to see Star Wars on the big screen, this is your opportunity. I mean, look at this. This is like a huge snake-looking thing. Imagine like trying to watch that on your TV screen. Well, I mean, actually, TV screen is kind of like a movie screen nowadays. But anyways, I'm trying not to deter people from going to see this. But I'm looking forward to this, and just going to check out some more Mandalorian and Baby Yoda. So, like I said, May 22nd,
yes,
and it looks good. It's for everybody kind of complaining about Star Wars, be happy, because my franchise is getting stabbed to death. So, so y'all better appreciate this while you have it. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to this, and yeah, he's saluting everybody. So.
This should be one that's, especially for a summer movie, or like that starting point in summer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when you start getting because I actually like the like late spring, early summer movies before all the blockbusters come out. They usually can be some really hidden gems in it that are really good.
Mhm.
I'm kind of glad that they put this in theaters, just something different. Um, and I think this is going to wrap up the Mandalorian like
Yeah, I
series
think
and stuff, right?
yeah, because I don't think they're getting a season 4.
Yeah.
Like I said, all of these. I know Ahsoka's getting a season 2, and after that, I think that's when they're going to do that like huge crossover movie, which focuses on. I think it's not Palpatine. What is it? Uh, Grand Admiral Thrawn, who
Oh,
was the yeah. So all of those series are supposed to kind of coalesce into, I don't know if it's a trilogy or just one movie, but the Filoni Favreau verse is supposed to come together in that one movie. So yeah, this might be the stepping stone to that. The other thing I wanted to mention is that I think the success of this is going to determine possibly if we even get that movie. Because
Mm.
Star Wars has kind of been, I don't know. Like I've had fun with it, but I know a lot of people, unless it's like the animated stuff, they haven't been feeling the live action stuff as much. But like I said, I've enjoyed everything, varying degrees. So I'm gonna go check it out. It's a space opera. I'll be there. So
I think it was just that there was a lot at one time. And I think it was kind of
yeah,
choking
yeah,
people a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit. So I think that was part of it. But you release things like this, and you like obviously story is the most important thing. Story
Mhm,
casting obviously as well. You get that right, and then you give it to a bit by bit. Don't I think they were throwing too much in there and they were rushing stuff.
mhm.
And I think maybe that's what was throwing people too. Also, a lot of people think of Star Wars, they just want nothing but
White
Jedi and
people.
lightsabers and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
like seeing like the
So,
underbelly, the like the underworld, the crime
mhm.
of this world that you only really think about Jedi and everything. No, there's a whole other. There's so many different parts of this universe. So I like kind of seeing that different part of it. So this will be cool for it. I don't think I watch. No, I haven't watched season 3, so I can go back and watch that and still enjoy this movie because there's still a lot of Star Wars stuff on there. If you don't dig the new stuff, like give it a chance. You don't dig it. There's still the old stuff is still out there, but there are different parts, and they're all part of the whole, obviously. But
Yep.
enjoy it, have fun with it. Go into a theater, get your popcorn if you can eat popcorn, or whatever snack you like. Get yourself a cold beverage, put your feet up. Don't be like me and fall asleep in the theaters about 45 minutes in. And actually, I'm up at like 3 and 4 o'clock every morning. What the hell? And enjoy it. It's always a fun time, And
Yeah.
Grogu, aka Baby Yoda, aka um, Yeezy. I don't know what his other name is. I have no freaking idea. It's going to be in there. So enjoy that and have fun with it. It's in the theaters. But after you're done with the theaters, I want you to go home and check out something from Netflix. We got a new one called Nemesis. This is one that I did not know about until I went on uh, YouTube to watch. This was part of the hole that I fell down. The rabbit hole I fell down with YouTube. I was like, wait, you got to hold on, YouTube. YouTube was like, nope, you gonna take all these trailers. So this is if you have been missing power, you're in for this one. So Nemesis is bringing you the heist. Is bringing the heist to you on May 14th. So this is Matthew Law and Yolande Noel star in this new drama series from Power Universe creator Courtney A. Kemp.
Mhm.
I love heists, whether it's in comics, movies, or series. I love a good heist. Jewel thieves, like the Thomas Crown Affair, one of my favorite movies. Absolutely love it. Whether it was Steve McQueen or whether it was Pierce Brosnan, love both of them. And I love the one with Michael B. Jordan because yes, Jabba, the plot thickens. Before you even say anything,
I'm just here for the plot. That's
before
it.
you even say anything, okay?
Just here for the plot.
I swear,
Okay.
I think you are the one that made Sinner so much more money. I'll be honest with you.
You're welcome. I hope I'm getting an Oscar too. Okay. I'm here for the plot.
75% of the box office came
Oh,
from Jabba.
Jabba was buying up theaters and we just sending, hey, all y'all go in there. I got this. First off, Jabba got theater buying money. That's what I really want the really focus to be on. So anyway, let me read this real quick. Ready for a heist? Creator of the Power Universe, Courtney A. Kemp is bringing a new crime drama, Nemesis, to Netflix, and it promises a whole new world of high stakes action and daring burglary. I don't get to say that word very often, burglary. I'm just realizing that now, and I enjoy that word. It's amazing. Co-created with Tanya Morrell, Nemesis is the first series in a new creative partnership between Kemp and Netflix. That
Mm.
sounds very interesting. Also, the cast is very great. So As Detective Isaiah Styles, we have Matthew Law, and as and Heist Mastermind, we have Coltrane Wilder, aka Yalan Noel. And I'm a fan of Yalan Noel. He's actually who I wanted to be Blade. Just because he has. I was watching. It was one of the Purge movies. I think it was the Purge Year One, maybe the one where it was in like New York.
Yeah,
that one.
Okay.
And I've enjoyed him stuff ever since. Like the cat just is cool. And between him and Trevante
Rhodes.
Yes, thank you.
Rhodes. Yeah.
That brother, I absolutely always dig his work. I mean, Moonlight was just absolutely one of the most beautiful movies possible. So yeah, I love this. I also love the fact that again, it's black, black heist, black, and it's not drug related, which is what a lot of obviously Power is based on the powder. That's just put a D in there.
Distro.
It's Powder universe.
Distro.
Yo, Distro, Connect, Burner, Buggin,
Snitch.
B, yes, Snitch.
Yeah.
I mean, continuously. Ghost.
Yep.
Yes, the dude is dead, and they still invoking his name every 5 seconds. So I'm a fan of this being like high stakes burglary and just the cat burglary even too, like whatever it is, just that whole thing is cool. I love seeing it be high class and it's these and it's pitting these two black characters together. I want this to be almost like a Heat kind of a thing. I want them to have that type of antagonist relationship. Pacino and De Niro did such a phenomenal job with that. I want it to be that type of feel, but I know it'll have some of that Power kind of influence in there as well, obviously, just because that's a huge franchise. It is. I'm excited for this because Yalan Noel, I love seeing him on screen. He's just someone who I'm a huge fan of. But Matthew Law, I've seen him in a couple of things, but not a lot. But I want his presence to be felt. And I think these two can really bring the best of each other out from watching the trailer. Because I was half asleep when I was watching. I was like, okay. And then I was like, wait, what? And I was like, all right, cool. So this cop going up against this high stakes thief, like businessman who is rich, like millionaire guy who's doing these heists. I absolutely love the idea of this, and seeing the whole black cast is another opportunity for there to be more names and more faces being seen out there. Power did a lot for that. Like we saw actors who maybe we wouldn't have seen in other places, and people who are coming from like the music industry as well coming in and being a part of this series, and hopefully maybe getting the acting bug and going to other things. I mean, Meth.
Yeah.
I mean, Method Man is a perfect example. Like we knew him from from some acting, but Power really launched him even more into that, and he really goes into it and he loves it. Like he's really like, I know he takes classes and stuff. Like he's like into the craft, which I love his method. I love his, no pun intended, I love his method to this.
Yeah.
I do. That truly was not on purpose. I swear, folks. It's a reflex at this point. But I love the fact that we're going to be getting this basically cops and robbers, the old formula, but just high octane action. You'll have like these family dynamics as well in there because both of them are going to be family men, which I love, and just being a cool thing. I absolutely love this. Give me this. The one thing I will say, don't release it all at once. Release it weekly, please.
Yeah.
Release it weekly.
Netflix said no.
Release it weekly. For real.
They might do like, if it's 8 episodes, maybe half up front and then half a couple of weeks later.
No, because that's what happened with Invincible, and I didn't realize that the show ended already. I'm like, oh crap.
Yeah. It's going.
The one thing I will say is I'm extremely hyped for this because Courtney Kemp, when they announced that deal that she got with Netflix, I was glad to see her kind of step away from Power and possibly do her own thing on the same level with Netflix. But the other thing is, I know Noel from Insecure, and his work in that. People see Insecure more as like kind of a comedy, but it's like comedy drama. And his work with Issa Rae in that series was amazing. So so when I saw that he was the lead for this, it was even more reason to get hyped. And you know me, I binged all of Power
Mhm.
like a crackhead over like these past couple of months. So I'm definitely invested in this. I'm hoping it does really well.
Yeah, and the first two episodes I'm seeing are being directed by Mario Van Peebles.
Ooh,
So
nice.
right there, this is cool. They got the whole cast right here. Matthew Law, Abbott Elementary. That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
He's O'Shea.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm thinking of. But you know what? I can't be mad at people in a Superman because the glasses really do it. I can't be like y'all see the similarity. Glasses sometimes will throw a person's face completely off. They will, absolutely will. We got Cleopatra Coleman. We got Trey Hale, Dominic Lombardozzi. Oh wait, is that my man? Oh, that dude is he's in everything. This dude loves being around black people. Um, he really does. I think that's in his contract. I got to do a show at least once a year with like all black people. Um, this is just a huge roster. I'm excited to see this. So check this out. Excuse me, on Netflix. This is Nemesis, high octane drama heist type of vibe, and this will be on May 14th. I'm ready for it already. I mean, just let me have it. Where is my thing? No, this is mine. This is what I'm trying to do. The hell, it wouldn't come up. It doesn't matter because sometimes sometimes God looks at you and said, "Is God is Jabba? What is what?"
I mean, is God is. I don't know.
I don't know.
Good thing about that. But
Yes.
if you like dysfunctional all black families, where pretty much like at least the premises of it is like, I hate your mama, I hate your daddy. You gotta pick a side. It's pretty much what this movie is. So basically, for anybody that doesn't know, because like it was like, you know what this would remind me of when I saw the trailer. I literally thought it was like another Quentin Tarantino movie
Yes.
Yeah.
because it gave the vibe of it.
Yep.
Mhm.
I'm like, all right, I'm interested because you got black people, and especially you got like Vivica Fox. So like, all right, I'm already down. Whatever she's in, I'm ready to watch. Especially she's like, I want you to go kill your dad. But I'm like, oh, we going in there. I'm like, okay, but pretty much for anybody that doesn't know, Is God is actually a play that they had that was produced by, and is also now she's now the director and writer, is Alicia Harris,
Oh,
who
Oh.
made the play, is now becoming a screen production, which yay for her, because we like that. And pretty much the movie is starring two twin sisters who are obviously severely burned. One is burned across like her face and her chest, and the other one's burned like from her arm because apparently her father's the one that did it and was also trying to get rid of the mama too. Hence Vivica Fox. So pretty much this is a whole just a whole revenge movie. Which instantly the reason why I thought of it was because of Kill Bill. It's
yes.
literally just a whole revenge movie. So I'm like, all right.
Mhm.
And we got dynamic shots. I'm like, okay, I'm down for it. But we got a great cast. We have like I said, Vivica Fox is starring. We have Eric Alexander. We have Janelle Monáe. We have Sterling K. Brown. Yeah. We got a lot of people in here. And I believe the two sisters are Cara Young and Mallory Johnson. I hopefully I didn't butcher her name, but it looks like it's going to be quite the fitting movie coming out
Mhm.
on May 15th.
Yeah.
This looks actually incredible. Yeah, I got the same feeling as well. First, I thought it was like uh, Tarantino, and I was like, oh god, he's gonna be in this movie saying the N word or wanting somebody to show their feet. Please no,
Endless shots of
God
souls.
no. Yeah, somehow he'll work like Uma Thurman in there and just want her feet to be shown. What the hell, dude? I'm not shaming because we all got our thing, but dude, stop
But also,
using your
you
movies
need
to.
Samuel Jackson in there too, in some way, shape, or form.
It would have been Samuel L. Jackson's feet. Um,
Hell,
I don't know what his feet look. I'm not judging. I'm not shaming. Everybody got do. Everybody's into their own thing. But
Super
Quentin, stop
turtle.
using your movies to yeah. That's a little creepy. I mean, you said a lot of things that are creepy. Apparently, we found out like this year. This looks really cool as a revenge movie.
It's
Sterling K.
amazing.
Brown. Just seeing his smile and hearing him talk
Mhm.
is the most villainous damn thing I think
Yeah.
I've seen, and I don't know how long. Vivica A. Fox having a line, "Make your daddy dead." Okay, real dead. I don't know how much more deader he could be.
but
I don't
wait,
know real.
Can we just say the fact when she said that she was still getting her hair braided while she was on her deathbed? Let's make that clear. In the trailer, she was just sitting there, propped up with a little suppression face mask because she had the burns on there, and she was getting her hair braided.
Mm-hmm. I'm excited for this one. This looks like a real for me. Like for this season, it was they will kill you, and is God is, because they had the trailers came out around the same time. I want to say.
Yeah.
I
I
feel
believe
like,
so, yeah.
and these two movies look like, oh, so y'all gonna be out here just knocking the hell out of people. Apparently, yes. Also, the fact that our lead characters are burn survivors.
Mm-hmm.
Because most times when there's a revenge, where somebody might have a scar,
Mm-hmm.
and the scar is, that how they'll have the scar where it'll still look sexy. They'll maybe, oh, we got a romance side, what have you. I love the fact that this is two black girls who are burn survivors and who are still living their lives and doing their thing, what have you, because you see them at a certain point dancing. It's like, it's not just them like high octane, just like, we're gonna get it, yeah, we're gonna get. It's not just bullets and mayhem and sweat, and it's like they're still have their own personalities aside from the wanting to revenge on their father. I love that dynamic and showing that you can still be, out here in these streets, hood, whatever, doing your thing, listen to whatever rap, whatever, dance and shaking your ass on the street, and just chilling, but you still want to have revenge on this dude that tried to kill you and your mama. Like, I like that, like showing the different sides of black community and the black experience, because we're not a monolith. We're not all this way or that way, So I'm going to be in the theaters for this one. Yeah,
this looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. And you said that they're actual burn survivors?
No. They're not. They're not actually. But I'm saying it was like it was based off the play, and then
Okay.
they turned it into, which I will give credit to, because you don't see a lot of plays now, unless they're major ones being turned into movies, because this one was an off-Broadway play.
Okay.
Oh,
nice.
Yeah, and it only ran for less, a little bit over a month back in 2018. So it went from February 6th to March 11th. Yeah.
I'm so curious. I would love to have seen the trail of how it went from that to this movie. That's incredibly fascinating to me. I'm gonna be honest with you. That's incredibly fascinating to me. Oh, I wonder if there's I would have loved to see the play. I wonder if there might be a revival of it just as well, or if there's somewhere where I can see it.
So maybe after the movie.
Mm-hmm.
You never know.
Yeah, that's yeah. I'm here for this. This is going to be. I think this is going to be really cool, and it's going to hurt a lot of our feelings. I'm gonna be honest.
I'm pretty sure we'll probably get all the references. We're like, yep, I've heard that somewhere. Yep,
yeah, probably.
I know what you meant.
But I mean, since we're on the revenge kick, Robert, one of the most ultimate revenge-looking, seeking people ever.
Yeah. 1 bit, 2 bit. Before I jump into this, rest in peace, Jerry Conway, co-creator of The Punisher, and the guy who told cops, stop wearing my ish. It's just stop. So yeah, but shout out to Jerry Conway, prolific comic book writer, recently passed away, but like I said, co-creator of The Punisher. So The Punisher, One Last Kill, in the most, not generic, but vague summary. In the special, Frank searches for meaning beyond revenge when an unexpected force pulls him back into the fight. I love it because it doesn't give much away about it, but I'm also like, okay, something's going to happen. If you watch the trailer, this is set. It's gonna the movie kind of one shot is going to premiere on Disney Plus 1 week after the season finale of Daredevil Born Again season 2. So the last time we saw Frank was in Daredevil Born Again season 1, and I don't know, spoiler. I won't do spoilers, but that's the last time we see him. So in this, if you see the trailer, he's back and fighting people in the most brutal in vicious ways that we see. So I haven't necessarily seen a specific villain or an organization that he's going after, but this is just Frank doing his thing, played by John Barenthal. And apparently this leads right into the events of Spider-Man Brand New Day. So if you want to get your trilogy of, Punisher related stuff, watch Daredevil Born Again season 2, then watch this, and then go see him crack wise with Spider-Man in the new movie that's coming out. So I love the fact that, like, tone wise, all of these are different, because apparently he's not going to be cursing and like blowing people away in Spider-Man, but you see him, and one of the things that I do notice, or that we all notice, is that in the trailer he's not scruffy, he's not bearded, he doesn't look like he's kind of going through it like he is right here in One Last Kill. But I think the last time we got a one shot like this was the Werewolf by Night special.
Yeah.
Okay, Werewolf by Night, and then before that, the one I haven't seen was the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special. So I think that gotcha. So I think that going back to this idea of like less is more, Disney is doing they're pulling back, and if they want to do more of these where it's just more character centric, I'm very much interested in checking it out. They even title it a special, I think it's a spotlight presentation or a special presion. I can't
Spotlight.
get Spotlight. Got you. So which, like Echo, right?
Yeah.
The Echo series was a Spotlight in series. Trying to see if they had anything else, but yeah, you see he's got the emblem here. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. It's being described as a street level story that is going to be set before Avengers Doomsday. How Barenthal's Punisher continues to acclimate himself in this new kind of connected universe that they're building, I think can work. Because one of the things that I do like about this is a small mini review of Daredevil Born Again season 1 and season 2. They have done their best to turn the Netflix, let's just call it Defenders verse, as its like own thing, which kind of still juts out and kind of touches the periphery of the MCU that we all kind of we've enjoyed over like 20 years. So if you just want some like brutal violence, and John Barenthal yelling, kind of guttural yells or whatever, definitely check this out. I think I don't have a length for it, but it seems like it's probably going to be like a movie length, so maybe like an hour, 40 minutes or 2 hours. But yeah, this is further growing the MCU, and hopefully he'll pop up in later seasons of Daredevil or do his own thing. But I'm looking forward to this. Barenthal next to Ray Stevenson or Winston, the guy from those are my two favorite Punishers.
War Journal.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to this.
Yeah, it'll probably, because I think Werewolf by Night was maybe an hour and maybe 20 minutes, maybe something less. It wasn't incredibly long, but it was especially they needed it. Which I like. I'm excited for this as a Punisher fan. I recorded an episode for the Hungry Bleak yesterday, and I talked about Jerry Conway and what I thought and how I thought what he said was very apropos. And I have 3 Punisher t-shirts that I don't wear because I don't want people who don't know about the Punisher and what the character actually stands for to think that I'm for what these knobheads are doing wearing the symbol. You can't be a law enforcement and wear the symbol of a vigilante anti-hero mass murdering serial killer, which he's all 4 of those in one. You really shouldn't wear that symbol. You're supposed to protect and serve. The Punisher doesn't do that. He does what he does because the law enforcement in Marvel, in that bubble, didn't do what they were supposed to do. And his family died. So, but what have you. I'm excited for this. John Bertholt's done a great job. You know what, Red? Or he always, they had a clip of John Berthold on every role saying, you know what, let me tell you something. And he does. He always wants to tell you something. It's incredible. I'm excited for this. I'm a fan of this. I like the one shots. Also in comics too, I actually prefer. I like something that just let me a self-contained story.
Yeah.
It looks like there's a riot or something has happened. I want to say after everything that might be happening with Daredevil and Fisk's reign and everything like that. It looks like that's what's happening, possibly, and the Punisher is out a part of that and trying to get out, do his thing of just going through the shadows, and he gets caught up in it. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know, because of the anti-vigilante force. Buck. Vanessa, when I was a boy, my father. No offense to Vincent D'Onofrio. Sorry. He's a huge man. I actually love his work. But no, I'm excited to see this. This will be fun. This is actually getting me back into the MCU. This and Daredevil, because they're giving you bit by bit. They're not overdoing it, and they're starting with the street level, the most basic. And we're going to get some surprise people. We've already got a couple of surprises from this season. So I'm excited to see that, and we'll see where that goes from there. Also, I want to see how it does tie into Brand New Day, because I love seeing him and Tom Holland actually just go back and forth.
I have to catch up on Daredevil like in its entirety, because I've fallen off of like the Marvel stuff, because like you said, between Marvel and Star Wars, they produce so much where I'm kind of like burnt out from either one, and I don't want to watch it.
I get it.
I don't blame you. There's stuff out there that I want to watch, but I'm like, y'all got it. Because like I said, and I joke about this, but I mean it, there's probably 5 comics have been released. Oh, by the way, happy new comic book day, folks.
Yeah.
Within the last 10 minutes and within the last 30 minutes, 10 animes have come out. So it's hard to catch up with anything. And I'm joking right now. I bet when I go and I look on, there's like 5 new ones that were added. I'm like,
you're probably right.
Yeah.
And it was stuff that you probably never heard of. And they're just like, oh, yeah, this is coming out now. When were you going to tell me? Well, I'm telling you now. I need a day off to watch all this. Are you sure? So this is coming out. I'm excited for this. And the return of Frank. But what I'm actually surprised to see the return of is Citadel Season 2. Yes. Okay, y'all got to figure out what the hell is going on over there. Last I knew, Citadel was canceled after Season 1. And then they had this spinoff, Citadel Diana. And then they had Citadel Honeypot, I want to say.
Honeypot, yeah.
Yes. And I thought the whole thing was canceled. And
so this is on Prime?
It's
yes.
on
Prime produced everything?
For Citadel?
I'm just saying, I guess, like, for, like, this universe, did they...
Yes.
Did Prime...
Yes.
So they were, like, tipping. I was like, all right, we don't like this one, so we're going to change the name and just do another one. Oh, we don't like this one either. We're going to change the name and do another one.
The original series came out, then they had the 2 spinoffs, and they canceled everything. And I'm like, okay. Then they were like, this was again a part of the rabbit hole that I fell down to YouTube. And it said, oh no, this is coming. And I said, what the fuck? You gotta calm down.
Yeah. Son
of a stop it. Stop. And I got that tight mouth, that black one. A lot of us just got triggered, and I apologize. I did not mean to bring up that bad memory for you. But you did sit down and you did act right. So Citadel, basically what this is I want to say it's near future. I want to say.
Yeah.
It feels like and there's a spy organization called Citadel. And they are the ones who they're policing and everything, what have you. And they have this opposite end of the spectrum is this group called Manticore. And they are after the Citadel agents. They want to kill them, what have you. And at the end of season 1, we were introduced to Mason Kane and Nadia Singh, and oh my god, what's his name? Stanley Tucci's character was named.
I was just gonna call him Stanley Tucci. I can't remember.
We call him Agent Tucci.
I want to say it's not Bert. I don't want to say the name was Ulrich, but I can't remember his first name. Bernard, Cecil. I bring up every old white man name.
You actually know you had it. Bernard Orlick.
Is it? Okay. Orlick. All right. It's random. Yes, and he gets Mason Kane and Nadia Singh back together after they were in this big explosion on a train while they were on a mission, and they both have lost their memory. And then hijinks ensue from there, and they get back together, and there's so many twists and turns from this, and literally the way it's done, the camera always begins the episode and flips it upside down, and at the end
Yeah.
again flips it upside down, which I love the little touch, but that's something that the Russos do, and they are a part of this whole thing. So, season 2, the trailer is really cool because we see the character of Bernard escaping his captors. And we see Stanley Tucci like I've never seen him before, where he's going off.
Yeah.
He's like putting like the agent the training to shame and showing. I love when older agents and organizations end up getting that spotlight and they show why they were one of the deadliest in their heyday. And he's going off, and I'm like, this is Stanley Tucci, and I'm like, oh, now I see why so many people be boing for him. Okay, cool, great, I see it now. And it was just so cool. And he's saved by this other agent that's part of Citadel as well, and he realized he has to get everyone back together to take out Manticore because they're going to kill everyone. And in this, we see Nadia and Mason are return, and they're formed up back with Bernard. But we get also one of my favorites out there, Matt Berry.
Mm-hmm.
Matt Berry in this is hilarious. He's one of the funniest people. He's one of the more multi-talented people as well. If you know What We Do in the Shadows, also I'm trying to think of IT Crowd, Father. One of my favorite. If you don't get that joke, I understand it. It's cool, whatever. If you do get that, thank you so very much. It's one of my favorite shows after seeing it about 10 times. I like this because it's a spy thing. They've got people from all different walks of life on the screen in different nations. I love the fact that it's kind of tongue-in-cheek, and it's just very action-packed, shot very well. But then again, it's the Russos. The Russos aren't going to be part of anything that's not shot very well. I also like the fact of the dynamic of the quips. I love anything that has like that snappy kind of banter between people. Not too much, but enough. And they have it wonderfully done. I do say the spotlight a lot is on Bernard Stanley Tucci. He just has a phenomenal delivery. And he's one of those actors that you don't see a lot of, but when you do see him, you're like, oh, let me sit in for Stanley Tucci. I think this also coincides with the fact that The Devil Wears Prada 2 is going to be coming out soon as well.
Mm-hmm. Comes out, was it May 1st? It comes out in May as well.
It might actually be this weekend. That actually kind of makes sense.
I think it's May 1st.
Yeah, that kind of makes sense. But I'm a fan of this. I'm excited for the second season. Let's see where this goes. I have to actually rewatch the first season, which I'm doing now. I think I'm on episode 6 of 8. And I have to watch Diana and Honeypot. I didn't see them. Yeah. But now I want to see them to see if it might tie into everything that's going in this one. So I'm glad they're back. Congratulations. Next time, let us know.
I was going to say, I think it was a case of when they announced the cancellation of like the entire universe, they were already midway through season 2. So this, I think it's one of those things where if it does well enough, it'll come back. But like this entire, I've been obsessively following like Citadel because like this is a huge gamble for Amazon, and apparently like numbers wise, it didn't take. Like they came in with this like huge story with the spinoffs and everything, and it just, I don't know, I don't think enough people watched it. So I think they were already in the middle of season 2. So
yeah, that's why. And I know it costs a lot of money too. I know I was like, this is
especially international, because they were looking at doing stuff in a bunch of different countries. So yeah,
because I think Diana was set in Italy,
and then
Honeypot
was in India.
Yeah, it was in India. So I mean, right there. But the Russos they love putting up graphics of other countries in their movies and show. I was sitting there and I was like, yeah, I know this is a Russo project. I know, yeah. Because you always going to tell me what time of year it is and where on the planet I am. Always. You can always tell the Russo brothers are going to be your GPS no matter what.
Yeah.
They're going to let you know where you're at. But Jabba, I want to know where are these conventions at in May? There's a lot of them.
Yeah, we got a couple. We got one, a local one, and then we got one that I usually go to. So the first one is going to be CloverCon. It's hosted by the Somerset 4-H fair in Bridgewater, New Jersey. It's going to be on a Sunday, which I'm surprised about, because normally it's, instead of like a Saturday, it's like on a Sunday. So I'm like, oh, okay, it's a Sunday one. So it's very small. It will be vending there. And then the one which is during Memorial Weekend is like Geekdom Con which will be in Phoenixville, Pennsylvania, which I've done for the past 4 years now or so. So it's been a minute. And that one's used like a really big turnout. Especially with like the different celebrities that they've had, like, from over the years, from like the voice actors of Yu Yu Hakusho to like Barely Godparents to other pop culture people. So it's a lot. So I will be able trying to get them coins in, sell that, make that monies. So if you guys are in either area, please make sure to stop by.
Oh, I'm sorry. He was making it rain, and I was trying to. Oh, my bad. That was a reflex. My bad. My bad. That was a reflex. My bad. My bad. You know what? I haven't always been behind.
I know
what
you're doing your private time, huh? But yeah, let me see if I can get like a quick group of people in. Okay, so we got Clifford Chaplin, who voices Bakugo for My Hero. Okay, I know that guy.
I'm sitting here thinking that name is really familiar, but I couldn't place it for a second. Okay.
Yeah, isn't the new Bakugo? I'm like, okay, I know this person. Let's see, because I know that there's other people, and sometimes they have like last minute people that'll come in. Yeah. And is this for this year? It should be for this year. Yeah. So Clifford Chaplin, we have Todd Harborcorn. He does minor roles in One Piece, Black Cat, and Peach Girl. We have Eric Stewart, who is a singer songwriter. He starred as Brock and James for Pokemon. He's Seto Kaiba for Yu-Gi-Oh! So like I said, you have like, some pretty good voice actors that are very popular. And we also got Eric Vale, who voiced Shigaraki in My Hero Academia. So you got a lot of My Hero people coming through.
Yeah, that's a nice little roster they got going there. All right.
Mm-hmm.
So and this starts to be like a really nice con season anyway. Like weather starts getting warm. Yeah. People going out and enjoying that. So I'm happy to see that start rolling up. This is going to be a big, especially because you have like obviously new cons coming up as well and returning cons. So it's a good time to go out and enjoy yourself if the weather actually starts acting right.
At least for up here. I don't know about for you, Robert, because I'm still wearing sweaters. And it's May.
Yeah, it's starting to get warmer.
Be May. It's not yet, but it's gonna be May.
Yeah. It's gonna be May. Sorry.
There. Sorry. It is cool. It is getting warmer, but we have had a couple of weeks with rain and cold weather. So I'm hoping I can break out the shorts for Free Comic Book Day, this Sunday. So Saturday. Oh my God, Saturday.
Yeah. Saturday.
And I will say shout out to my Instagram algorithm, because I think I was telling you about this, Antonio, how I end up getting like more advertisements for different conventions.
Nice.
Even though they're not in my area. Some of them are like, close enough, but like I just like missed a deadline for submitting. But it's good to know that like my algorithm is actually giving me the right things to go to instead of like just like random like BS where I'm like, I don't want to buy a t-shirt. I don't want to buy no weight loss pills. I don't want to buy no vitamins. I want to see stuff that I actually like.
I mean, it's not the wrong. I don't know why you're jumping on vitamins. I don't know why that sounded funny. I don't know why.
Vitamins, okay? I don't need any more.
Okay. I don't know why that called me. That was just very funny. No, I totally understand. It would be nice. Elapada said knees out. Yes, I'm trying to be knees out. Knees out for the summer. For real. Knees out for the summer.
KO.
Yo, that's it. KO, knees out.
I'm getting a t-shirt, just KO.
Knees out. I'm saying sorry. That was a reflex again. Sorry. Yeah, so hopefully we will get, it'll be a little bit nicer a little bit later, but I love seeing the season really start up and start to get rolling. Answer this one real quick. Is this an open panel? No, well, first off, thank you for being here. No, this is our Geek Culture Upfronts episodes where we talk about what's going to be coming up in the next month, and we're talking about things that are coming up in May that we're going to be excited to see. But thank you very much for being a part of this. I truly appreciate that. Yeah. So next up, Not that my dancing should be any part of this, but Star City sounds like an event I would dance at. Robert, what is Star City on Apple TV?
Star City. You have failed the city.
Oh.
Not that they're not bringing Arrow.
Wow.
They're not
Sorry.
bringing Arrow back. Actually, shout out to Absolute Green Arrow. That series sounds freaking amazing. But this one is an Apple TV. Yeah, it's a spinoff. It's a spinoff series coming out on May 29th. A bold new chapter inspired by the critically acclaimed space race drama For All Mankind. Star City is a propulsive, paranoid thriller that takes us back to the key moment in the alt history retelling of the space race when the Soviet Union became the first nation to put a man on the moon. But this time we explore the story from behind the Iron Curtain, showing the lives of the cosmonauts, the engineers, and the intelligence officers embedded among them in the Soviet space program and the risk they all took to propel humankind forward. This is about to make me re-up on Apple TV again. So For All Mankind has been this like series that everybody has told me about because they know of my obsession with just space, and shout out to Artemis 2. We did that in spite of He Who Shall Not Be Named. This series, the For All Mankind, is set in a universe with the premise that the Soviets reached the moon first 3 weeks before Apollo 11. And so what happens in this alternate history world, at least on For All Mankind, it propels the United States to go on a different path to, get to obtain this like space exploration, dominance or first or whatever. So basically it's like we fell behind, the United States fell behind in the space race, and that's what the 5 seasons of For All Mankind is about. And it's each series is set within an 8 to 10 year period. So you have first season in the 70s, second season about the 80s, third season 90s, fourth season excuse me, the 2000s, and the 5th season in the 2010s. So with Star City, it follows basically how the Soviets beat the United States to become that superpower when it comes to going to the moon, and then it kind of tells the story of the race from their perspective. And because things are definitely different, as compared, not so different, but as compared to the United States of the time, this is more of a totalitarian communist regime, and it's not as, things are going to be different. So, I watched the trailer for this. It's more stark. It's because even if you compare the trailers for this as compared to the trailers for For All Mankind, it is a totally different vibe, and I'm very interested to watch this espionage thriller kind of meets a science fiction backdrop. But it looks like it's a pretty stacked cast of people that are obviously great at their jobs, but I don't know who they are. But everything about this, I'm really enjoying that Apple TV has given this, For All Mankind, the opportunity to tell another series from the other perspective of the winners in this alt universe. And I think Apple TV does a really good job with just quality science fiction and fantasy storytelling, period, because they don't have to worry about having endless seasons of they just let people tell the stories. And you have it with shows like Severance, Foundation, which was one show that I got a chance to see, really, really good show. Murderbot, Silo, Dark Matter, C, I think that's with Jason Momoa, and then Monarch: Legacy of Monsters. So while Netflix and other streaming services have a glut of shows, especially Netflix, Apple TV does a really good job of kind of parsing out the quality rather than quantity at times, and you get stuff like this. So I'm really excited to see where this goes, and I'm planning on getting Apple TV so I can actually watch For All Mankind and then have that lead into this. So it's another what did I say, binge that I did for Power. I'm gonna do that for For All Mankind. But yeah, if you're a fan of alternate history stories, and I tell people, watch this trailer for the first season, because it does a really good job of diverting your expectations of what the show is going to be about. But definitely, this looks really good. It comes out on May 29th on Apple TV, and definitely check it out, especially if you're into the Artemis mission and in the space race in NASA.
Cool. Yeah, I keep forgetting that I have Apple TV because it was a bundle with Peacock. Where I think it was like, I don't know, it was really cheap for both of them. I was like, okay, I'll check it out. But I keep forgetting that I have it because there are some very quality shows on there. They have a lot of different genres. And right now I'm watching Sugar, which is
cool. Yeah.
Film noir, private eye, really fun, cool thing, which I like. So yes, we'll be on the lookout for Star City. I didn't know what Star City was. I didn't realize, and I like the fact they're doing a spinoff. I think that's the first spinoff that they've had of a show on
the Apple. Ted Lasso. Ted Lasso's getting one coming up.
Oh, that's getting a spinoff?
Yeah, about him coaching an all women's soccer team with the same club.
Oh, that'd be interesting. Okay. So next up in our final story, you all know what was coming. Jackpot. Look, Devil May Cry is coming back for a season. It was fast track, matter of fact. It felt like an hour after the first season, they were like, look, people are going crazy. So we gotta let people know. And we are getting Dante back. But also his brother Virgil's back. So we're going to be getting more of their backstory as well. We're finally going to be getting Ebony and Ivory, which I've been waiting to see how they were going to work that into it. This is going to be crazy, wild fun of one of our favorite demon hunters out there, Dante, who finally knows his heritage, that he is a son of Sparta, the demon knight, and he is half human, half demon. And what does that entail when he and his brother Virgil have come to blows? This is what I've been waiting for since the first season. I'm going to be honest with you. The first season has so much fun. Obviously, this is based on the Capcom game, Devil May Cry, Devil May Cry 2, Devil May Cry 3, Devil May Cry 4, you get the gist. This is just going to be fun. This is just going to be action-packed, crazy. Look for all the nods to Capcom games. They always have great ones. In the first season, I'd missed the one about Resident Evil and Raccoon City. I'm just excited to see what they have and who's going to be making cameos, because they had cameos in the first season too, in the room with all the bounty hunters and mercenaries and everything. There was the female character from Devil May Cry 2, I think, was in that scene.
What was it, Trish?
I can't remember her name, but she has like a scarf around her face and like these two blades, like two sides almost, I want to say.
Maybe I'm getting confused with it, because who's a blonde girl? Was it in 2?
That is Trish.
Oh, that is Trish. Okay. I was making sure I got my characters right.
She's been in a couple of the games, I want to say. She's been in a couple of them.
She helped Don with the Dante. So yeah, so I'm trying to maybe that was her. Maybe like a insight to where, like, yeah, she has knives now, and then she's gonna help him later on.
I want to say that was a different character. Was it Trish? I would have to play the game. It was a long time when I played them.
Yeah.
I just remember, I think she might have been a playable character. I can't really remember. I think she was, because you could actually change her clothes too. Like you could change Dante's clothes at a certain point. You can go with, they had Diesel clothes from that designer. I don't know if anybody still wears Diesel. I don't even know if they're still making clothes. I have no idea, truthfully. But this will be coming out on on May 12th on Netflix. I think the first season might have been 6 episodes. No, excuse me, maybe 8 episodes or something like that. So hopefully the season will get the same, or maybe just a couple more. But now that we have kind of the origin story, we're there, they'll be able to let loose even more, which is going to be incredible, because the first season they really let loose and had a lot of fun. The only downside is I don't know if we're going to be getting the vice president back in there, who is voiced by Kevin Conroy, who's passed. He did when I was watching it over again and I was listening to his voice so deeply and the way he was doing his character, I was like, he was foreshadowing. Because if you watch Devil May Cry, there's a lot there with immigration, internment camps. Dark Core is very close to ICE. So they foreshadowed a lot of that in there, and they did a phenomenal job with it. In a lot of ways, you kind of look at the White Rabbit and you kind of go,
Which, by the way, that was a good episode.
That was one of the best episodes.
When they did the flash, when they did like the backstory for that was a good episode. I enjoyed that episode.
One of the best episodes, and phenomenal voice actor. I'm forgetting his name, but he was in Banshee. He's done the voice for Splinter as well. He was also in Warrior. He also did the official podcast for Warrior as well.
Mm.
I forgot his name, but he's one of my favorite actors, writer. I absolutely, whenever I see him show up, I go, okay, now definitely. The minute I heard his voice, I was like, bet. It was just like hearing Zahn McLaren's voice. Shout out to Robert. We're talking about Zahn McLaren's voice in Castlevania Nocturne. Great actor. So yeah, I'm very excited for this. This is going to be huge fun. So Devil May Cry season 2 is going to be excuse me, I don't know why I'm saying February, because that was a couple months ago. It's going to be in May 12th on Netflix, and they're going to probably drop all the episodes, or maybe they'll do half and half. They'll probably end up doing them all because it's only maybe 24 minutes an episode. So they'll probably do that. Yeah. So, folks, that's everything we've got. We've got a Devil Hunter. We've got a spin-off of the country that beat the U.S. to space in an alternate reality of our alternate history. We've got racing. We got a lot going on in May, and that's just some of the we were able to go. Like I said, I fell down a hole so much. I felt like Loki. I was going to say, I've been falling for 30 minutes. I love that line, though. So there's a lot going on in May, but let us know what you're excited for, what you're looking for, or what do you think is going to be a really cool thing in May. And this is kind of our season finale. Like I said, for our Geek Culture Upfronts episodes. Next week, we will not be here, but we will be returning on Wednesday, May 13th. We will be coming back. We will be doing our summer series. Basically, what this is, look, summertime, it's hot. Nobody really wants to be at work, to be honest with you. We all want to hang out. Remember when you hung out as a kid and you knew where everybody was because you see all the bikes on the front yard? That's what we want this to be. So basically, summer, this is what it is. We're going to be coming to you. It's TBA News and the Hungry Bleak coming together to make a sandwich. I don't know why I'm doing this. No idea what any of that is. I have no idea. It's prestidigitation. I have no idea what it is. Because we're going to be having one show a week. And we're going to be talking about some of our favorite things for the summer. We're going to be talking about food, best food during the summer, favorite blockbuster movies of the summer, our read, watch, and playlist possibly. We have so many different topics, and we're going to have guests on as well that are going to come on, and they're going to have fun with us and talk about what they like as well. And we're just going to have a huge time. So normally you would see me with a mug and a hot beverage, or you see me with almond milk in a glass. No. This summer, it's going to be all about red cups. Every time you see me on the show, I'm going to have a red cup, non-alcoholic. Yes.
Allegedly.
No,
we don't know.
Yes. Ice beverage, because we're going to have a fun time. We want you to come over, sit with us for an hour, and just relax, chill. There's a lot going on in the world. We want you to sit back, have a good time, and just breathe easy. So we'll be doing that. Then we'll mix it up. We'll have like a couple of topics. Like we will be like I have an idea for a cast off where I'm going to be pitting 3 people against each other in a blood match and a cast off. I forgot. I didn't mean to say that it was going to be a blood match. That was going to be a surprise for you 3, and you guys were going to have to figure it out. Like I was going to throw a knife, and I was going to say, whoever is the last one is the one that gets the job, and just step out of the room. But we're going to have a fun time, great time, summer, and then we'll go from there. What the hell? Wait. This just got too real. Hold on.
See y'all later.
It's just a pen. I swear it's a pen.
They say if you don't move, they can't smell fear. So I'm just trying to like not move right now. But I gotta go to the bathroom. So I don't know what's
breathing.
Damn it. Damn my lungs. So that's the best answer I can give. So that's what we're gonna be doing this summer. But on that note, folks, it's about that time for us to go away.
Oh, it's body time. Yes, let's go. Get the body.
You know what it is. So
but I got my scarf.
I know somebody mad as hell. Like, what's the point of that? And you can shut your mouth. So that's what I'm saying. Yo, do what you gotta do, brother. Do what you gotta do. So on that note, folks, I hope you have a very good evening. Thank you so much for watching. But continue watching so we can have some fun this summer. And we are going to have a great time with amazing guest characters. Uh, we're so many different topics that we can come up with. We're going to do them all. And that's it. So, on that note, I am Antonio Pomares, the Hungry Bleak, the hungriest man in the room. You can take that however you like.
This is your girl Jabba Chan missing her bonnet, but she gonna find it soon.
This is Rob, the writer. Thanks for rocking with us this season. Lols. No, let me stop.
Robert does the best dad jokes ever. Oh my god!
And I'm not a dad.
He set up a seminar. Jesus Christ. Yes, you have a and like Robert was saying, Saturday, it's new comic book day. Go to your local comic book shop. They have selections of comics that you can. They're actually made for something. You can go in there and pick whatever comic you want. There are certain comics that are available for you. Go in there, check it out. Have it be a family event. I think it's a great time to have family. Go in there, what have you. There's writers, creators in there, but also spend a little money in the comic book shop. Let them know that it's there. Robert will be at. He's. I was so happen to be a creator. It's going to be at a comic book shop this Saturday.
Challenges, Games, and Comics in Metro Atlanta. Just do a search if you're in the Atlanta area. Challenges, Games, and Comics will be there from 11 till 7. I think we're going to be like 6 or 7 deep, in the comic book store. So yeah, it's like a mini con. So,
what?
Yeah.
But
so check that out. Go to a shop, check them out, go in there, buy some more stuff, and have some fun with it. All right. So on that note, you'll have a very good day. Enjoy the rest of the day, night, whatever time it is. Enjoy it. And yes, the anger is still always there. To be black and conscious in America is always be angry, to paraphrase James Baldwin. But I'm going to lead in a different way. I'm going to say, do a wonderful thing. And we will see you later for the summer series. Have a good one, folks. Peace. I got to touch another button. Damn it, man.